I mean, seriously, what the hell did they think was gonna happen? They were on a ship with one health bar left, and they start blowing stuff up. Like, why would what was their end game there? I don't understand. They could have extorted me for anything. They could have been like, "Hey, we'll blow up your ship with like our blasters," and I would have been like, "Okay, I'll take whatever I have." But no, they decided to blow it up while they were on board. I don't get it. I'm sure one of them was like, you know, "Hey guys, what do we do after the ship blows up?" And one of them was like, "Shut the fuck up, Donnie." Anyway, so I'm going to try this different ship I have here. I believe we have 2 Engis on this crew. Engis are cool because they can repair stuff way faster than humans. Well, no need to pause here. So I'm going to, well, let's look at their stats. None of them have any stats. But let's look at, okay. So we've got Engi, repair speed is doubled, combat damage is halved. So if we have people invading our ship, we are in huge trouble, but we can repair much more quickly. So, with that in mind, let's just have these guys, well, let's have one of these guys man the weapons, the other one man the shields. Human can drive, because then these guys can be in a position to repair important equipment while the human continues to drive. And then let's go ahead. Oh, we have a drone! Anti-ship drone. That's cool. Okay, and we have an ion blast. We only have an ion blast. Can hit and disable shields as well as systems. That's, could be useful, but what do we need to do here? Oh, does it take a drone part every single time we want to use it, or? I don't understand. Take this offline. No enemy ship. Oh, okay, no enemy ship. I see how it is. So we do have the spare. Let's take the medbay offline, turn that on, and then when there is an enemy ship, we'll try out the anti-ship drone. I've never used drones before, like I said before. I've never used this ship before. So this will be new. What is this room? What is this? Drone control. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Power ships drones. Drones are automated robots that perform tasks like attacking enemy ships or repairing systems. Excellent. Now I understand what is going on. That'll actually be useful to know when I am attacking other ships as well, because now I'll know, like, if there's a drone that's totally pissing me off, if I blow out their drone room, then it won't have a chance to do that. Let's try to steer clear of this nebula here, because those are annoying. Turn off our sensors. Let's get going here. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. So they are threatening us. I don't even have 20 scrap, so it looks like we are fighting. Seems like maybe we could have come to some sort of arrangement there, but I would probably try to kill them anyway. I guess let's go for their shields, power up our anti-ship drone. Ah, yep, see, that did take a whole drone part. So every time we want to use a drone, we have to use a drone part. That looks like it's kind of taking the place of missiles, at least for now, because we don't have anything that shoots missiles right now. So let's do that. Nice, so we've knocked out their shields entirely. Oh wow, it's already recharged. So let's try to... Oh shit, they took out my pilot room, that's okay. Anti-ship drone is totally screwing them over. It took out their oxygen, hitting their engines. Fuel 1, missiles 1, scrap 9, that's pathetic. There's no way I would take that. So their shields are offline, so we just want to keep their weapons offline as much as possible. Can I direct this drone at all? It doesn't look like it. It looks like the drone just kind of does what it feels like. But that went really well. Fuel 1, drone parts 1, scrap 11. That's decent. That's better than what we would have gotten if we had taken their offer, so I'm happy about that. Let's upgrade our doors to blast doors right now. My thinking being that if we get boarded right now, we are in huge trouble because my Engis are really bad at combat. So we definitely want ways to hamper the progress of anybody who invades our ship, if at all possible. Let us jump. Let's try to explore as much as possible. Again, we're on the first sector, so it's important to get as much exploring out of the way as possible. This is the same exact thing. I still don't have enough scrap for you. Wait, why do I only... Oh, because I just upgraded. Duh. Okay, so we're going to fight this guy now. Let's try to do this without our drone, though that could be tricky. Go for their shields, I suppose. It does charge really fast. If we get like a laser to go along with this ion blast, we're in good shape. Okay, their weapons are offline. Oh shit, okay, we have a fire, so let me pause for a second while I start working on getting that out before it can spread. Yeah, that ought to do it. The blast doors make it harder for the fire to spread to other rooms, which is great, because I really don't want my oxygen room going offline right now. Let's try to keep their shields offline while we continue doing damage to their ship. Let's hit one on their... oh shit, that's bad. Get in there, everybody. Get the shields back online. That's important. They took out our sensors. Jesus, this is going way worse than I thought it was going to. Maybe I should have used another drone. Shit's expensive, man. Oh, man. Okay, just keep their shields offline. Keep on attacking their lasers. Pilot bay is on fire, which is bad news for us. But, oh shit, now our weapons are too offline. We need to take a oh man, this ship really fucked us up. That's terrible. Okay, let's get this guy over to the med bay before he dies, and power up the med bay, of course, so that he can actually do stuff. Okay, excellent. We can charge up our... oh shit, we need to take some away from the engines. Get our ion blast back online. They immediately damaged our shields again. Why are they healing? I don't understand that. Oh, okay, I have to turn that back on. They took our drone control offline. That sucks. Yeah, this could be the end for us. Let's get the drones back online, I guess. I hope the pilot area isn't actually on fire. But, oh shit, they took out our shields now. Go to the shields room, buddy. They took out our door control. Oh my god, okay. Drone control's back online. Let's get our drone back. Our shield room is on... oh my god. That was an amazingly difficult early game fight. I kind of can't believe that. Okay, so learned an important lesson there. Use the drone because otherwise you are totally fucked even in the early game. Let's restart that, try one more time. Again, human's gonna pilot. These guys are going to go to the shield room and the weapons room. And let's get our weapons online. And our engines fully powered up. And let's try this again. Kinda can't believe how brutal that first fight was. Okay, we can attack this guy. We should be able to do it, no problem. Let's use our anti-ship drone, though, just in case, because it looks like without that, our ship is pretty severely underpowered for the early game. What we really need is just a, what am I thinking of here? A laser, like a burst laser weapon. That would be extremely useful for us. Let's try to keep their weapons offline, keep their shields offline. Just keep them off as much as possible. And if we keep on doing this, then they are probably going to have a lot of difficulty actually getting attacks in, which is great for us. And our... in fact, does this pierce shields, this ion blast? It kind of seems to, doesn't it? So maybe I should stop focusing on shields, just focus on the weapon so they can't attack me. Alright, we got 8 scrap and a map. That's okay. 8 scrap, though, for beating a ship is garbage. We got an asteroid belt down there. Oh, it's a sun. Yeah, I'm not gonna go fight a ship on the surface of a sun. That's bad news. That lights your ship on fire, like, constantly. Which is terrible. Okay, we can attack this automated ship to get to a storage cache. Let's see how we do just attacking their weapons over and over again. Because we should be able to keep their weapons offline, like, constantly. And if we can just do that, then... like, it should be no problem for us. Yeah, this is going really well, actually. I guess I just had to learn how to use my ion blast more effectively. Though if we miss, that's where the problems start. Yeah. Seems to be going pretty well. Oh, we missed a couple times, but they didn't actually get a chance to attack us. So the Ion Blast, I'm sorry, I should have explained this a little bit. What it does a tiny bit of damage, but its main thing is that it will... Wait, does it do any damage at all? It's possible we're not doing damage here. I thought it did do damage because I see that 1. So that might be my problem. I'm actually required to use an anti-ship drone to actually do damage. Okay, that explains a lot. But the Ion Blast keeps the system offline for a little while, which is great because that makes it way easier to defend against them or get an important system offline. But I really don't like that I'm absolutely required to use a drone part in every single fight or I can never do damage. That seems like a pretty significant disadvantage to me. Let's see, we got 15 scrap and another scrap and halberd beam, excellent. Okay, that's exactly what we need. Unfortunately, it takes a shit ton of energy, so we need to upgrade our weapon significantly before we can use that. Though, we could just turn off the Ion Blast and turn on the Ion Beam, which might be the best choice we have right now, because that way we can actually do damage without using a drone part in every fight. But it is something we're going to have to think about, because the Ion Blast is super useful, so if I can upgrade the weapons 3 times, how much is that going to cost? 35 plus 50, that's going to be like a lot of scrap. Like over 150 scrap. Yeah, 160 scrap to upgrade enough to use both weapons at once. But once we do that, we would be like unstoppable. For right now, I want to upgrade my doors, I want to upgrade my shields, because that will put us in a good position moving forward. And now I want to hit as many of these things as I can. We got a store there, so let's go bam, 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 bam. Maybe buy a weapon that does not require so much energy as the halberd beam. 2 fuel for 1 drone part. No, I don't think so. It's a good deal, but we really need our fuel. With only 13, there's a chance that we wouldn't be able to buy more anytime soon and get into a bad situation. So that was nothing. Let's check out our ship here. Is this another mercenary who's setting up a trap? Okay, so we have to fight this guy. 2 damage per room with small breach chance. Okay, so this is a beam. I've never actually used a beam weapon. Let's go for the shields, I suppose. Oh, and we can... Okay, I see how it is. So let's go through the shields and the weapons and the engine. That seems like a good call. That's going to take forever to power up. We'd better get an anti-ship drone out there before I get into a horrible situation like I was in last time. So hopefully that guy will have the shields down when our halberd beam fires. Did not. Oh well. So we're starting to lose systems already. Let's go ahead and get this Engi. No, let's get this Engi to go in and fix the sensors. Get this one to fix the drone, because that's actually really important. If they hit our drone thing one more time. Yep. There it goes. Now our drone's offline, unfortunately. Okay, fuel 3, drone parts 1, scrap 10. That's pretty good. But I would rather just kill them. Okay, so this is all good. We're actually going to send this guy in. We want to get that drone online as soon as possible. It is, in fact, online now. And let's aim our halberd beam again right through there. I like this beam weapon. That's pretty useful, I gotta say. You can hit as many things that are in range of that beam. Though it charges extremely slowly, unfortunately. Come on, drone, you have to do one more hit and we're all good. Okay, there we go. They managed to do a tiny bit more damage to us before dying. And we got not a lot from that. Oh well. We do have no missile system, so those missiles are totally useless to us, but fuel 1, scrap 14 is okay. Let's definitely get our sensors back online to make sure nothing's on fire. Hopefully. Okay, good. That's good. The sensor room was the most likely to be on fire right there. And let's have these guys patch up the engine. Let's turn on the med bay so that after that these guys can visit our med bay. And then let's get this guy back to the... Oh wait, no, Bomphy is good at shields. Valerie is good at weapons. Okay. And looks like we're all good for now. Don't have quite enough money to upgrade anything, unfortunately. Getting kind of shafted on these early floors, I feel. Or not floors, but, you know. We get the rebel fleet approaching pretty quickly here, so I want to go here quickly, and then here, and then we'll have to go through here. This could be bad. I think we'll be okay, though. Someone is under attack from pirates. Let's help him out. Again, it's important to engage in as much combat as you can on the early floors, even if it seems like it might be a bad idea, because if you don't do it, then you're in pretty severe trouble on the later floors because you don't have anything of worth. So I'm going to see if I can take out their shields, their weapons, and their oxygen here. I think I can. Those are 3 pretty valuable systems. The oxygen is just going to take their attention away from healing other things, because if they leave their oxygen offline too far, they'll die pretty quickly. Alright, let's do another attack like that. Got this guy fixing our drone before that goes offline. We need somebody fixing the weapons as well. Excellent. Let's get this guy to help fix the weapons quickly. Let's get this guy back to the shields. Oh shit, our halberd beam went offline and I forgot to turn it back on. That's not good at all. That's bad. Okay, get back, fix the drone. We've got an air leak in there as well, which is a pain in the ass. Okay, hopefully good. Okay. Excellent, they're dead. And we got missiles 1, drone parts 1, scrap 16. It's a good thing you came when we did. Install a piece of question. Okay, so he's gonna give us... Oh, burst laser Mark 1, yes! That is insanely good for us. That's just our normal burst laser. So if we just upgrade our weapons twice, then we could use the burst laser in conjunction with the ion blast, and that would be an ideal situation for us. That would make us extremely powerful. Let's see... Okay, so we're gonna do it. We're not gonna do it once yet, but when we get to 85 scrap, then we can upgrade enough. You know what? It's a good idea to upgrade it anyway, because that way, if we get damaged once, then we'll still have our weapon. We've had a big problem with getting our weapons damaged, and that just puts our weapons completely offline, which lets them basically continue pounding away at us, which is bad news. Okay, so I think this is a good situation for us to be in. Everything seems to be fixed. Let's continue. Let's hit this store, try to heal up a little bit there. Probably should have saved money for that. See if I can sell anything. I could sell our halberd beam for 35. Sell our burst laser for 25. I don't know if I want to do any of that. The halberd beam seems nice, but it's going to be a while before I feel like once I get upgraded to use these two, I feel like I won't use the halberd beam for a long time because it will cost so much to upgrade to it. So I'm just going to sell it now because we need that money to repair our hull. And we'd better buy some fuel as much as we can. So that sucks. We're out of money now, but on the other hand, we're in a decent situation. Let's go ahead and jump. We want to avoid this. Yeah, we don't want to fight on a sun right now. That would really fuck our ship up. So let's head to the next store, even though we don't need to go there. There's like no reason to visit a store for us right now, because of course we don't have any money. We could buy some crew here. Starger or Bruce Garrick. I like the sound of Bruce Garrick, but don't have the money for him. So let's jump. Let's hit this distress call and then head straight to the exit. Cockpit lights up with warning signals. You are being targeted by a nearby ship. The distress call was a lure. Yep. That happens a lot. So let's use our burst laser. This guy does not seem too powerful, but it's probably worthwhile to power up the anti-ship. And in that case, let's take the burst laser offline and turn on our ion blast and just disrupt the shield so that our drone can go to town. And we'll just do that repeatedly. Or actually, we might go for the weapons instead. Excellent. They have an ion blast as well, but that's not going to help them out too much because we're just going to keep their weapons and shields offline. While again, our drone just destroys them. It's a really good combo. If you're going to use the drone, it seems like the ion laser is a pretty good complement to that. 3 missiles, that's not a lot. I need more scrap than that. Also, these guys were assholes to me, so... Oh man, they're so screwed. Yep. Okay, so they're dead. What have we got? Fuel 2, missiles 1, scrap 13, so we did get a little bit more scrap, but not substantially more, unfortunately. We didn't take any damage at all in that attack, though of course we did lose a drone part. We're going to start worrying about our lack of drone parts pretty soon, I feel like. Let's go ahead and turn our burst laser back on, just in case I encounter something that I feel like I can take out with just a burst laser. Let's visit one more sector here, and then we'll head to the exit. I don't like sending away crew, because people die doing that pretty often. But let's do it. We're still on the first floor. They added a quest marker. Where? I don't see a quest marker. It must be already past the rebels, unfortunately. So that was just a bad setup there. Oh well. I wonder what that quest marker would have given me. So we've got a rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. We could use some fuel. Let's go ahead and attack this guy. Yeah, this guy should be pretty easy, I think. These unmanned vehicles are usually not very powerful at all because they don't have any crew to repair their systems. So once you take something out, it's gone. So we can take these guys' shields out pretty easily. And now, oops, no, not that. We're going to go for the weapons. Hopefully take those offline. We've got our oxygen offline, so we better fix that pretty quickly here. Let's just finish taking out their weapons so that they can't do any more damage to us, and then we'll finish off their shields. Or we don't even need to finish off the shields, really. Let's take out their engines, even though these ships usually don't run, just in case. I've had situations where they escape and then tell the rebels about my position, and then like the whole time it's this ridiculous race against the clock. So now their engines are completely out. Hey, the shields did fix. I'm not sure how that happened, to be perfectly honest. Let's put this guy back on, oops, back on weapons, this guy back on shields. Continue attacking their shields. And they are down. That was pretty easy. I'm glad I made that decision. 3 fuel, 1 drone part is excellent. 9 scrap is pretty good as well. And we got some more stuff from the fueling station. Excellent. So now we only need 10 more scrap, I think, before I can use both weapons at once. And that will put us in a great position. If we can ion their shields down and then use the burst laser to attack their weapons, we will hardly even need the drone, which will be great. Oh, we need somebody piloting this bad boy. I'm not sure how I made that mistake. And let's go ahead and go to the next sector. Excellent. Okay, looks like we're going to have a pretty clear shot here. 4 civilian sectors in a row, which is going to be great. This one's a Zoltan-controlled sector, which is in a nebula, even though it said it wasn't. Ah, we're just starting out in a nebula. That's fine. So let's... Oh, that's our quest marker. Excellent. So it was on the next place. So let's hit Distress, Store, and then Quest. Hopefully the Distress Beacon will give us enough scrap that we'll be able to buy something nice from the store. These guys need fuel. let's see what they give us for the fuel. I don't like to do this usually, but I have a pretty significant amount of extra fuel. They gave us a Hole Smasher Laser Mark II, which is cool, but I'm not really sure that I'm going to use it anytime soon again. I would much rather have Burst Laser Ion Blaster combo, but we might sell that at the store actually. Hole Smasher Laser is kind of similar to the whole missile that we had in the last place, or in the last run I should say, where it does a lot more damage if you attack an empty room, so it can't destroy systems very effectively, but if you just use it to attack the hole, it can do a lot of damage very quickly, which would be useful like in conjunction with both the Ion Blast and the Burst Laser, because then we could just fuck them up from all angles, but it's going to take us so much scrap to get to the point where we can use all three at once. This is not going to be useful for a long time, and in the meantime I could really use the 50 scrap I can sell it for, which is great. Let's definitely fix our ship, and let's buy some fuel. But yeah, that was definitely worth the 4 fuel, because like 50 scrap for 4 fuel is a great situation to be in. Let's also buy a couple of drone parts and a couple more fuel, and now we have just enough, I believe, to upgrade our ship, so now we can use both of our weapons at once. I don't like having to focus so much on weapons, but hey, now we're in a good spot, so we can use the Ion Blast to take down their shields repeatedly, and then use the Burst Laser to start destroying other stuff, and that's going to make us pretty much an unstoppable killing machine in the future. Our biggest threat right now is people coming aboard our ship. What I would really like to find is there's like an anti-personnel drone that you have actually on your ship that goes around and kills people. That would be good. So let's jump. There's another store there, but there's no real need for us to go there. We have like no scrap. Let's hit the quest first, and maybe if we get a lot of scrap here, then we can visit the store. Small outpost being bombarded. This is the Federation base, so let's go ahead and attack. We didn't even have the chance to not attack, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and use the Ion Blast to take their shields offline, and then let's actually attack their droid control center. And we'll just attack the shields repeatedly with the Ion Blast to make sure they're offline the entire time, and then Burst Laser take out their drone, so now their drone is probably never going to attack us again. Their shields are going to stay offline. Let's use our Burst Laser to take out their weapons, but now that their drone's not taking out our shields, oh my god. Let's pause for a second. I didn't want to push that button. Let's pause for a second so I can open those doors and think about what we're doing. We'll use the Ion Blast, take their shields down again, and make sure the Burst Laser is targeted at their weapons. Push space again, I guess. I had to push it 3 times to get it unpaused. So we'll wait for those shields to go offline and then immediately pause again. So now they have no drone and no weapons, so let's just go straight for the shields. And Ion Blast the shield some more. Okay, excellent. That fire is out, so that wasn't a big deal. Let's continue Ion Blasting their shields, Burst Laser their engines to make sure they can't escape if they wanted to. This fight is over. Yeah, okay. So this should be pretty good. We had to do a lot to get to this place. So we got some scrap, we got some drone parts and fuel, that's all good. Lots of scrap from that. That's exactly what I was looking for. This base is no longer safe. Oh wow, we got another crew, and we got our ship recovered, and we got 3 fuel, 1 drone part, 28 scrap. That was a good engagement right there. Let's go ahead and do some upgrades then. Let's see, it's gonna cost us. Let's go ahead and upgrade our shields right now, and as quickly as possible we'll buy another power bar. But in the meantime, we can take away. Oh, we can't. Okay, yeah, we really need another drone, or another 2 power bars would be ideal. So let's buy power bars as quickly as possible. We do have Vivimord, let's find out about him. The Slug. These telepathic slugs were shunned in the Galactic Federation for their constant thievery and manipulation of other sentient beings. Telepathic powers reveal reveal rooms, secret rooms like Isaac, and life forms even when sensors are down. That is incredible because that will make Nebulas like 1,000,000 times easier for us. Let's put this guy in charge of the engines because that's another place where a crew member can be useful. Actually, we got some injuries here. Let's really quickly pull down our shields and put everybody into the med bay. Excellent. Okay, now we put Malik back in the pilot seat, but Bomphy back in the weapons, or no, in the shields, and Valeria in the weapons. And that's all good. Let's power down the medbay, power up. We could like fully power down the engines when we get into a fight and put bars into shields, and that would lower our evasion significantly, but having double shields is pretty useful, especially this early in the game. We could visit that store. I don't really see that being necessary. There's not a lot we could buy with the amount of scrap we have, and I kind of want to save up to get more power bars as quickly as possible. So we're going to... okay, these guys are... Oh, these guys are trying to jump. Okay, so we're really quickly going to take down their engines with our ion blast while we take down the shields with our lasers. Oh, these guys have energy shields. Which is actually... Well, that's good because our ion blast is good for taking down energy shields as well. Then we'll attack their normal shields. They have our shields offline, which is maybe bad news for us. We need to take their engine offline as quickly as possible. They took down our med bay, which is not a huge deal as long as nobody comes onto our ship. Okay, shields are nearly offline. Oh, let's get some Engis on there repairing our engine. But in the meantime... Oh, we can't do it quite yet until our ion blast on our shield is gone. Let's make sure to keep their engine offline and attack their shield directly. And as soon as our shield comes back up, I would like to add another bar of power to it. Because we are missing... yeah, let's do that. Excellent. Okay, shields offline. Let's take their weapons offline and continue attacking their engines. Let's get these guys repairing the shields. Medbay again, not super important right now. Just make sure they can't attack us ever and keep their shields offline. And this should be a successful engagement. Yeah, excellent. So we got quite a bit of scrap from that, as well as some fuel and missiles. And they were attacking somebody. I was kind of expecting a reward from them, but that's okay. Let's fix the med bay. Let's buy a power bar so that we can power up the shields fully. Oops. And then let's take a power bar out of med bay and put it in engine. And as quickly as possible buy another... why is this guy... Oh, he wasn't fully healed, sorry. Alright, everybody's all good. Let's power up our shields, get this guy back to the engine room, get Valeria back to the weapons, and get Bomphy back to the shields. And we're in a pretty good position here, I gotta say. This is one of my more successful runs, so let's try taking this route here to the exit, maybe. That will give us a lot more opportunity to get into fights while we're overpowered and continue powering up. Nothing in this sector, okay. I almost want to try looping around there, but I'm a little bit nervous about the rebels catching up to us while we do that, so we're just going to take a kind of roundabout way instead of an extremely roundabout way. Just another empty sector. That's kind of annoying, actually. Wasting fuel on nothing here. So kind of hoping to get into some fights. Here we go. So we've got some pirates trying to attack us. Let's go ahead. Let's actually keep their weapons down so that we can avoid taking as much hull damage as possible. And then while the weapons are down, we'll just attack their shields directly. Oh, and actually, if our ion does not penetrate the shields, then it hits the shields anyway, so that's pretty cool. So we'll keep the shields and the weapons down as much as possible while we continue to burst laser the shields. And this should be a pretty easy fight because they haven't really had much of a chance to attack us. There we go. Continue ioning their weapons. We can tell because of our slug, I think, that they have two people trying to repair the shields. So as we attack the shields, we also can deal damage to enemy crewmates directly, and if those die, that puts them in a really bad position. Wow, 8 missiles is a lot, and if I had a missile weapon, I might be interested in that, but since I don't, I'm just going to continue the attack here. It's not a very fortuitous offer. 8 missiles is a ton. Like, I'm taking a gamble there, because if I found somebody who wanted to buy missiles from me, that would be huge. That would be worth a lot of money. But, you know, it happens. So their shields are almost coming back up, but they're screwed. Didn't even have to think about my strategy at the end there. Just had to continue dealing damage. So we got 1 missile, 1 drone part, 16 scrap. So that is not appreciably better than their offer at all. In fact, it was significantly worse. But it was worth the chance. I think we only need 3 more scrap to upgrade our power bar 1 more time so we can have our engines at full power during fights. Because having our engines at full power, like, let's see what that changes. We got an evade chance of 15 right now, and if we power it up completely, it's only a 5% difference. So it might actually be better to spend that on something else. Let's see here, what else could we buy? We could just add 15 dodge right here and 1.5. Yeah, let's do that. That's a better situation. Oh, but we need to have it powered up all the way. Never mind. Let's take that back. Yeah, first we need enough power that we can power up the engines completely, and then maybe we'll think about upgrading. We could also upgrade our pilot seat to have more chance of evading without a pilot. Like, that's an autopilot system, that's not really useful. Or we could upgrade our sensors so we can see the enemy interior, but with our slug, that's not as important as it usually is. I would probably do that if we didn't have the slug. So yeah, I think right now we're just saving up for power bars so that we can power everything, and then we'll think about maybe upgrading our engine a little bit to have more evade chance. But for right now, let's just head on to the next sector. Hopefully get into another fight, because again, we could use... Yeah, perfect. We could use the extra power. This guy has 4 crew members and is going to teleport into us, so I'm thinking this is going to be worth an anti-ship. Oh, we need 3 bars from something else to do that. That's pretty brutal. We could take down our shields and our engines in order to use an anti-ship drone. I think that's going to be worth it, actually. Let's do that. Oh, no, we can still put 1 more power into engines. So we lost 1 layer of shields, but our drone is going to completely fuck them up right now. Let's try to keep their... Ooh, let's try to keep their teleporter offline so they can't teleport onto my ship, because that's going to be by far the most dangerous thing they can do to me. And meanwhile, let's go straight for their weapons. Our drone should do a good job of keeping their shields down for us. It's too late. Okay, so let's not go for their teleporter. Let's instead go for their weapons, and let's burst laser their shields. And meanwhile, we'll try to get these guys into the medbay. We need to power up the medbay, so we'll take the engines offline to power up the medbay, and take all of our guys into the medbay to fight them. Luckily, they ended up close to there anyway, which is really bad news for them, because in the medbay, like, they have no chance of attacking us. So this guy can't fit in the medbay. So, oh shit, they just attacked my medbay. That's bad. Okay, ion blast to their weapons so they can't attack us anymore. Our medbay is on fire. What should we do here? Could just try to lock them in there with the fire, though that seems like a bad call. What should we do? Our burst laser's offline as well. We need people repairing the weapon system. So let's get everybody into the weapon system. They can stay there with the fire if they want to, or they can come, hopefully follow me into the weapons area while I am repairing that so we can get our stuff back online. But again, continue attacking in the meantime. Yeah, they're going to try to take my pilot system offline. That's a bad call for them because that's not going to be super useful for them. And meanwhile, well shit, let's just go ahead and open some doors to the outside and try to starve them of oxygen. And they're also going to be near a fire. Continue ion blasting their weapons. They took the shields offline, or our drone did. These guys are trying to like just take off and leave their crewmates to die basically. Fuel 4, drone parts 1, scrap 11. That's actually a really good offer. And I don't want to take any more damage here, so I'm just going to take that. And, oh good, they did teleport their crewmates away. Sometimes they just leave them. So we're going to allow the fire to burn itself out before we do anything else. Oh, need to open this door then. And then that should starve the fire of oxygen, and then we can go in there and fix the med bay. Fire should not spread very much at all because we do have these blast doors that will stop it. And with no oxygen, they'll just burn right out. Perfect. And then get these guys in there to start repairing it. They might lose a little bit of health from lack of oxygen while they're doing that, but as soon as they fix it, yeah, we can just turn it back on and heal them up. No problem. Take a little drink of water and then put Mallet back in the pilot bay, Valeria back in the weapons, and Bomphy back in the shields room. Power up our shields, power up our engines, and power up our burst laser. And that went perfectly well. Let's also upgrade our power bars one more time so that we can have our engines at full. And then maybe we'll think about upgrading our engines in general with our next bit of scrap. And let's head to the exit. That was a pretty successful floor, I would say. We are missing a little bit of health, but that's fine. I would really love to get some cheap repairs done right now, but I don't have any money. Or enough money to pay them, unfortunately. Man, that would have been nice. It's too bad I just bought that power bar. Would have been way better to upgrade. So let's hit another Zoltan controlled sector. Rock controlled sectors are dicks. Like, the rocks are extremely xenophobic, so every time they see an enemy ship, they just attack it on sight. So the entire time you're fighting these assholes. So now we're on another Zoltan sector. We've got distress call up here, store down there. So I think what we're going to do is distress, normal sector, store, and then start heading to the exit that way. And again, hopefully we'll have enough scrap to maybe get some repairs done by the time we get there. Coming from the... There's a single life form down there. Let's go down to the surface. Find a man living alone in a cave. From the appearance of his wrecked ships, it seems he's been here for many years. He's healthy, but his mental state is questionable. Bring him back to the ship. Leave the madman to his ravings. And let's assess his mental state. He's stable and with good intentions. Alright. Excellent. So we got another crew member. That could potentially be very useful. Let's have this guy manning... Yeah, we don't really have anything left for him to man so much. So let's just keep him in the shields room, and that way if our shields go offline, we'll immediately have 2 people trying to fix it, which could be useful. It's always nice having more crew members, because sometimes you lose them in like situations like... what am I trying to say here? Like, you'll send a crew off to investigate something and one of them will just die. And sometimes you just need a bunch of people to repair something quickly. Zoltan space is beautiful, but there's nothing there. We still don't have any scrap, so I'm going to hit this one more sector, and if we get some scrap, then we can go back to the store. Otherwise, we'll just keep going. We got a pirate ship here, so... Oh, I see what happened. The pirate ship isn't trying to leave. The people in the other ship are jumping away. I see how it is. So these guys are not trying to leave. We'll just kill them then. Keep their weapons offline, burst laser their shields. Seems like a good strategy most of the time. So continue ioning their weapons, if at all possible. If not, we'll just hit the shields anyway. So excellent, we did get their weapons offline, which is great for us. It's always good to be able to avoid them firing on you, even if it takes you a little bit longer to kill them, because that way you don't waste any money on ship repairs. So keep the weapons offline, continue attacking the shields. Now their shields should be pretty much down because they've taken a lot of damage. So there is somebody there trying to repair them. So we've got their weapons offline continually now. They are in trouble. They know it too. They're all running into the shields room trying to get that back online. Can't do anything about my ion laser attacking their their weapons. So they'll just keep on trying to repair the shields. It's trying to escape, so let's switch to ioning the engine so that they can't power up. We're missing, that's not good at all. Focus everything on the engines, perfect. Engines offline. Now we finish off the weapons, or actually switch back to attacking the shields. Fuel 2, drone parts 1, scrap 14. That's not good enough. We will probably do a lot better just killing them. They've got people trying to repair both the shields and the engines, but they're not going to make it at all. That was pretty successful. Scrap 33! That's really good. Alright, so now we can do a little bit more upgrading. Let's first buy a power bar, and then later... Oh, it's only 15 to upgrade the engines. Excellent. Okay, we'll do that for sure then. And now we can upgrade we can power up the engines one more right away. And then I would like to get enough power bars to just always have the medbay online, but it's not a huge deal, because you can just pause and turn it on when you really need it. So in the meantime, I always use that as like a switch out energy. Like if I need to, I can just take one off of the engine and put it in the medbay, no problem, if it becomes important. So let's head on this way. We cannot go back to the shop because the rebels are catching up to us now. The Mantis, they're here. Okay, we need to attack this Mantis ship to save these guys. And they have a teleporter, which could be bad for us. So let's start hunkering people down in the medbay. Not all of them, but some of them. And then the rest can come there if we do indeed have invaders. Though we can only fit 3 people in there. That makes it kind of interesting, actually. Let's go ahead and take off a shield and an engine and power up an anti-ship drone. Again, I feel like that's worth 1 drone part right now to be a little bit more successful in this fight. Again, always try to keep their weapons offline while attacking their shields. We've got people hiding. Oh, yep. Get out of there. And in the meantime, have fun dying of oxygen deprivation while they try to get down this way. Yep, good. That's going to stay open. Let's continue ion blasting their weapons and attacking their shields. We've got people attacking our weapons, which actually could be a pretty bad thing for us, now that I think about it. But our... what should I do? It's going to take too long to starve these guys of oxygen to stop them from destroying my weapons entirely, which is bad news for us. So maybe we should just close these doors. I kind of want to close that door, but I guess I can't. And move as many of these guys as possible into attack. They should be okay at that. And meanwhile, continue using ions to... Ah, shit, they knocked out the burst laser. But ions taking out weapons is gonna continue being a good strategy, I think. And as soon as we get that fixed, then we're in good standing. That weapon system, I should say. Man, mantises are a pain in the ass. They're really good at hand-to-hand combat, I think. We might need to get our slug out of there. Let's do that, because he's pretty valuable. Oh, we shouldn't. We should absolutely not have any Engis fighting in there either. But, we need a pilot as well. If we take the pilot away, then our evade chance completely goes away, which is bad news. Okay, this guy needs to get out of there. Let's send this guy in his stead. No! Fuck! That was really fast. I can't believe how quickly they took that guy out, unfortunately. Continue using ion blasts. Okay, they teleported off. Let's get... Man, we lost an Engi. That sucks. Let's get everybody repairing the weapons so that we can potentially get that system back online. Shit. Okay, we got that online. Now let's get everybody to the shield room to fix that. Continue keeping their weapons offline as much as possible, because that's going to be most important for us. Oops. God, this guy needs health pretty badly, so let's do that. Oh, we need to power up the med bay. Let's do that. And send this guy over there as well. We gotta do something about this. I'm just gonna try to starve this fire. It's gonna suck if it takes my... Oh, it already took my anti-ship drone offline, so luckily we have the weapons back on. Our engines are totally out. This is a tougher battle than I was expecting, but I think we're gonna make it okay. We want to take their weapons out as much as possible. There's 2 people in there, so... Oh shit, I didn't open the doors right. That was dumb as hell. So now the fire spread a little bit more than it needed to. It's gonna come into the oxygen room soon, and that would be bad. Because we need people into this area to... Oh shit, now we got a breach, which is gonna take oxygen out of that room. It's gonna be a huge pain in the ass to fix it, but let's do it. The fires are out so we can close these doors. And keep their weapons offline. Attack their shields. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is a good situation to be in. Okay, excellent. One more volley should do it. Come on. There we go, okay. 1 fuel, 1 missiles, 20 scrap. Cool. Now we're gonna have these guys fix everything. We only have 1 Engi left, which sucks because Engis are really good at fixing things. But now, okay, we're gonna send... Which is this guy good at? This guy is good at weapons. This guy is good at fixing things and nothing else. I guess you'll go to the shields. And Mallet, of course, is good at piloting. So that's what he's always done. Let's power up our shields. Unpower the medbay. Power up the engines. And jump. This has been a really long episode. Let's head... In fact, this episode has been so long, I am actually going to save and quit. So on the next episode... Oh, I didn't expect that to close the whole game out. On the next episode, we will continue the trials of our Engi ship. Going pretty well so far. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.